Hello, all, welcome again. Today is the day we're going to go live many times because on Thursday the actually registration closes. Okay, so let me know if we're live because I get a notification that we're not live in the group. So for me, it's really important to go live in the group. Ileana, can you check if we're live in the Mentoring for Translators group for the Q&A? There was a tech issue, so maybe we need to reshare the link there. So this is a live Q&A that we're going live together, guys, to answer all of your questions. And we have Ileana here today. Apart from being our community manager, she's also a successful graduate of all of our programs. So she has a great idea of all of them, so she can actually share her own inputs. I'm going to share, if it's not live there, Ileana. Can you refresh the page? We're not live. I just shared the link. It's live. Perfect. In the Mentoring for Translators group, Ileana, is that correct? Perfect, guys. So let us know if the sound, if the picture is okay, if you can hear us right now. Just to know that everything works. We're here to answer all of your questions about the Fully Booked Translator Formula, your business, business growth strategies. Okay. So I will invite also Ileana here, and if you have, yes, okay. So thank you all for joining us live. You can use the chat to ask us anything. Today is going to be about the Fully Booked Translator Formula questions. We're going to introduce the benefits of the program and how it works with Ileana. Previously, you saw Valentina, another mentee of mine. She had joined another round. I don't think it was with Ileana, but now we're going to share some slides, and we're going to have, let's start with Ileana, and then we can share some slides. We can share, actually, Ileana, why not to share your success story? So let me change the banner. So maybe we can start with the Ileana success story, and then we can go for your questions, guys. Because for me, success stories are really inspiring and very motivating. And also, most of the times they answer critical questions of people through your story. Okay, so I'm changing the banner photo to room, and I'm inviting, let's see, Ileana, hi, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. The sound now is perfect. So, okay, we had to resolve some technical issue. Thank you, everyone, for joining us live. I'm broadcasting from Athens. We're going to talk about the Fully Booked Translator Formula, 12-week business mentoring program. And of course, we have now, after Valentina, Ileana Kari. Most of you know her. You know Ileana, if you're a member of Mentoring for Translators group. She joined us also on last Thursday's masterclass. She facilitated also in the chat. So Ileana, thank you for joining us live once more.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure to be with you.
I'm always, it's always a pleasure to have someone. I don't really like to broadcast alone. Definitely someone with such a great positive energy and a great positive mindset like yours. So for me, it's really important to have people that they can motivate other people. And I'm really happy when, Valentina earlier told me, I really want to motivate people and to help them make the right decisions. So I assume that's why you're doing this voluntary yourself. So you're so busy, you're successful, you could just skip it. You don't need it for your business. You do it because you want to motivate other people. Is that correct? So you would introduce yourself shortly and maybe answer these questions to people that they are watching us?
Yes, so I'm Ileana Kari. I'm the owner of Studio Traduzioni Ileana Kari, and I'm based in Italy. And I am on the market since 2006. And I work from German, English, and French into my native Italian. And 2 years ago, I experienced the crisis due to the pandemic. And that's why I decided to enroll in such a program, because I needed that there was something lacking in my business. And so I decided to enroll in the Fully Booked Translator Formula in order to, yes, to have a precise program, and to overcome my beliefs, and to discover something new about the business, because there's always room for improvement. And so I decided that in order to overcome that crisis, I had to do something really very very specific in order to overcome that period.
Exactly. And I was really surprised because you had the right mindset from the beginning. I remember you also were the winner of that round, because I really, reward people for a great mindset or for commitment in the program, not the results. The commitment for me is more important than just, succeeding faster than others, because commitment will bring you the success no matter what. You mentioned that you joined the program because you had to overcome some thoughts. Is that correct? I didn't know that. So did you have some limiting beliefs or thoughts that you think they were holding you back from seeing the progress that you wish for your business, apart from the practical problem of COVID, apart from the problem that Italy was one of the first countries that they were hit by the pandemic? So there is, a practical reason to join such a program. But you mentioned also some beliefs. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, because there are, I had some clients that I would like to, let's say, to abandon the bottom feeders that everybody of us
Okay,
has.
okay, yes,
And that's why the pandemic was a great moment in order to reflect on my business, and to take some important decisions. And yes, that's why I decided to enroll in your program, in your mentoring program, because yes, I needed an help, and who could help me more than a person like you, who has the same, more or less the same experience as all
exactly.
of us, because everybody of us has began from somewhere.
Mhm.
And so, yes, I decided to enroll in order to solve the problem, because at some point I I had the doubt of doing something wrong, or that
Exactly.
was even my fault, because of course clients disappeared for a short period of
Wow.
time,
Okay.
due to the pandemic, of course.
It was a shock.
But
Yes, that time. Yeah.
yes, but others then came back to me. But yes,
Exactly.
during the period, it was really very difficult, and I felt empowered by the community, because I was not alone. So I felt that there was somebody like me in my shoes. And yes, it was really helpful to have you and other colleagues by my side.
Exactly. That's really for me motivating as well. That's the main difference. If you ask me about the difference between a group and a one-to-one program, so you mentioned about bottom feeders, and that's something I think really tricky that Italian translators they have to face. Recently, I had here Natalia Bertelli. She mentioned how she was able to reach six-figure business by implementing some of the strategies had created for her own business. She had the right mindset, let's say, on her own, but she was used to work for bottom feeders. Or she even suggested some Italian people that you need sometimes, to lower your rates if you really would like to get clients, and you need to be competitive, which is in Italy, I think it's a great issue, I assume, to lower your rates just to be more competitive. I think in Greece as well, because the rates are very low, and many countries might have the same issue, especially at the south. So you didn't go that way. You didn't choose to go to actually adjust your rates to actually be more competitive. You didn't lower your rates just to get back the clients, let's say, that left you. You actually mentioned that you got rid of bottom feeders, which for me that's a great action and a task, that's the activity that you need to do when you have a very, very strong mindset. and a backup plan and a strategy so as to be able to make a profitable year for your business if you, let's say, rid of or get rid of some clients that they don't pay really well. So what would be your suggestion to those that they feel that they need to lower the rates if they want, let's say, to make profit, or if they want to keep growing in the Italian market in your case, in the Greek market in my case, or wherever someone would be based, and competition and lower rates is a problem, like in our
Yes, so there are many clients in Italy who who always ask
case.
for a reduction or a
Of course.
discount, you know.
Yes,
So
of
it's
course.
always difficult to make your rates accepted. But thanks to the program, I discovered how to to change the mindset and to look for better paying clients. And that's why I overcome. That's the method with which I overcome the crisis, because instead of lowering the rates and
Exactly.
accept these clients, I looked for new ones.
Exactly.
And with these new ones, I imagine only with just one, so not 10 or thousands of them, so only with one of these,
Wow.
I made the following year, so in
Wow.
2021,
Amazing.
so
So
last
inspiring.
year, I got covered all my bills
Wow.
and all my things only with one of that.
So
So
inspiring. Thank
it has
you.
completely changed the way in which I do business. So
Thank you for sharing that story. It's
I
really inspiring. People, they think they get 1,000 clients. No, you just need one and very good. And for those that you don't know the context, let's say here, Ileana, she has been working with the biggest brands, let's say, all around the world. We are not going to disclose confidential information. And Ileana was the one that she mentioned in her testimonial videos, working in my program, that she was able to actually implement a successful strategy for your business using LinkedIn. And of course, it's
Mhm.
very well known targeted portfolios right now, because we have two live sessions with Ileana, and you can go back and watch them on our YouTube channel or in the Mentoring for Translators book group, where we discuss with Ileana how important it is to have targeted portfolios. So apart from the importance of having the right mindset and the support of an international community, it's really important to have a strategy. And also, as Ileana mentioned, she used 10 minutes of your time. Is that correct, Ileana? You have mentioned that. And that's also really good people to know, because they think that it's too time consuming. They won't have the time to implement. But you did it, and you did it with 10 minutes per day. And you're also very active in the community. You're also attending exhibitions. You're also running your own successful business. You are creating content. You have been investing on marketing. So how do you manage to do all those things? And what would suggest to people that they think, I'm not ready to join such a program. I don't have the time. I have a very busy life. I don't know, for any kind of reason. Some people, they tell I have kids. Some other people, they tell me I have commitments. Some other people, they're telling me I'm changing house. Some other people, they're telling me I'm too busy translating. So what would be your advice, to those people that they really want to grow, they really want to create a better life work balance, work less and earn more, but they have this limiting belief that they don't have the time right now, which I totally understand. Sometimes, it's a practical problem to find the time, but you did it. You were also able to participate in two different programs, and now you are for the second round in my annual alumni, and you're very active in the community. How you are able to manage this, and what would be your advice to those people that they're holding them back from joining such a program and from creating the growth of their business because of lack of time or other limiting beliefs?
Well, of course, at the beginning, I started with LinkedIn, and I don't even implement all the methods that you suggested in the mentoring group,
Imagine.
because I choose a couple of them, let's say
Wow.
LinkedIn, and then this year I integrated it with the exhibitions. And so yes, so for me, it is an ongoing process, and you should choose one or two, or of course, depending on the time you would like to dedicate to your business. But I remember that in 2020, for me, it was really challenging, because when I see when I saw the first results, I got addicted, and so I dedicated
Wow.
for example, 10 minutes per day in the evening on my sofa while I was watching, for
Exactly.
example, TV.
Yeah,
So
that's what you mentioned, and I think that has inspired many people to actually
yes, it
take
was
action.
so
Yeah,
easy and so nice to get in touch with people in a period where everybody of us was closed in their homes. And yes, I could never have contacted so many people and so many important and potential clients personally. So even in one whole life, so. And with LinkedIn, it has been so easy. And then after I got in contact with them, I nurtured the relationship. And yes, I am the the real proof that the method functions perfectly. And yes, this year I integrated, for example, my business with a couple of visits to some important exhibitions where my clients are, and that's it. So I
there are some
yes.
comments by Valentina. She says, I can confirm what Ileana Kari says. Italy has a particular market regarding rates, but with the right strategy in terms of negotiation, it's possible to find interesting and stimulating clients. Amazing that you mentioned that, Valentina. That's the right way to go for me. Instead of lowering your rates, in order
Yes.
to clients, increase your rates, or at least stand up to your rates, because we don't need to adjust our rates to our clients. The clients, we need to find the clients who are respectful and they really, want to work with us based on our own terms and conditions. We cannot make a living or a profitable business if we always adjust our rates to other people. That's why we see, at least here in Greece, so many small translation offices, they close from year to year. Why? They close and they end up their business because they cannot make a viable business growth by charging too low. And that's something you sooner or later you will be able to see if you keep lowering your rates. So thank you, Valentina, for that comment. That's the right way to go. Okay, so you mentioned, Ileana, last
Yes.
thing I will ask you, you mentioned about first results and you got addicted because you saw the first results. Is something that you can share with us?
Yes, so one of my first big successes was this big client in the beauty industry. It is really an international, worldwide known beauty brand, and they asked me to do a test, a translation test for them for a new product that was launched last year. Yes, because I did the test in 2020, and the product was launched in spring 2021. And so I couldn't believe my eyes. I felt so, I don't know, so lucky and so excited at the same time. And then after this test, they started giving me projects and tasks, and they are still my clients nowadays. And
They're
so
still.
from yes, they are still my clients from 2 years now. And yes, starting from that, so I was so excited and so committed. And yes, that's why I couldn't help looking at my at my phone, even when I was on my sofa.
And those
And
people, they
so that
contacted you. Those people, they contacted you through LinkedIn.
yes, of course, because I contacted
And
them
we
through
cannot
through
disclose
LinkedIn.
the name, but imagine, guys, we're talking about the biggest, well-known brands that even if you met the executives of such brands live, I think you wouldn't have the courage to go and talk to those people, because we're talking about very, very big and well-known brands. And that's a success that Ileana achieved on her own by overcoming limiting beliefs that might have held her back without taking any action after COVID. But instead of that, Ileana, she went the other side. She decided to work towards her dreams and find ways, online ways, because of COVID, to actually become noticed by her clients. And I think, Ileana, you must admit right now, I love live events, but nothing compares to just sitting on your couch and, to be contacted by such big names. Is that correct?
Yes, because even if you attend one big exhibition per year, it is nearly impossible to have so many contacts in one day. Because, for example, I attended a live event last June in Milan, always related to the beauty industry. And, I contacted more or less 100 people.
Wow.
But 100 companies, let's say. But yes, the exhibitors were more or less 350. And so I contacted personally only 100. And so the rest, I sent a nice email after the exhibition, and then I continued with the portfolio and so on. So I nurtured the relationship, but personally in one day, so starting from 9 to 5, I reached only 100 people. And so imagine using LinkedIn, you can sit down simply on your chair at your desk, and you can contact so many people. And once they get in touch with you, then it's your responsibility to play the game and to to make them trust you, and that's it. So that's
So would you like to stay to answer a few questions, Ileana?
yes, with pleasure. Why not?
So I will start with the questions since I'm having you here live. I was intending to have the Q&A, the common questions answered the upcoming days, but since you're here, we can start with that, and then I will change the order. Tomorrow I will start by, let's say, presenting again the Fully Booked Translator Formula publicly, and then on Wednesday I will go through case studies, success case studies from people who have joined my program. So let's see if I will be able to share my screen. Since we have Valentina here in the chat, Valentina, if you're staying here, we are going like in 15 minutes to close. But if you stay here for 15 minutes, you can, in the chat, contribute answering such questions from your own point of view. By already, you and Ileana, you have participated in the program. So you should be able, let's say, to answer those questions from your own perspective. Of course, I will be answering my questions, but I would like you also to share your point of view. So let me know if you see my screen right now. We're going through the live Q&A, which would be the third day, but I'm going to start with this, and then I will change the order tomorrow. There is going to be an introduction to the program, and on Wednesday, hopefully, because from tomorrow I will be broadcasting from Manchester, so I need to adjust again the time zones. So Valentina is here, she's commenting. We can see the screen. Perfect, Valentina. So let me see how we present. It's a bit slow when I'm sharing my screen. Okay, the big screen. Yes, that's how I would like to show. So let's start right away. Don't lose time. If you would like to find out more, it's vmentoring.com/FBTF. It's the abbreviation of Fully Booked Translator Formula, FBTF. So vmentoring.com/FBTF. It's a 3-month business mentoring program. I created that back in 2020, where Ileana also refers to. Ileana, I have one question. You mentioned that you joined my program because you were going to work with me to change your mindset. How would you know that back then? We didn't know each other. Most people might think we knew each other back then, but that's not the case. Is that correct?
No, I found you on LinkedIn.
What made you be trusted? Well, like, what was the reason?
That's why probably. Yes, we had some shared contacts probably, and that's why. So I followed you for a period, and then I decided to to take the leap and to enroll in the program.
Amazing. So what was the feature of the program, or something that you saw that made you like to trust it or to make such an investment? Because let's face it, it's an investment, especially during crisis.
Yes, so for me, the most important thing is to to find a program that really helps me. And this is not a course, it is a mentoring program. So that's why I was so interested in taking part in it. And also the content was of course really very important. So the defining, for example, of the ECA and the USP and all these things that probably I only heard of, but
Exactly.
yes, but I had no clear idea, so that's why I decided to take part in it.
Amazing. So
So
now we
not
see
only
here.
the content, but
Mhm.
the fact that that was a mentoring program, and
Exactly.
so I was convinced and confident that a coach, a mentor, would accompany me during the path.
Amazing. And that's how I think it happened as well. So those here you see, I see more or less the structure of the program. Would you like to comment on this, like the structure that you see, Liana, so as not me to talk the whole time? Would you like to go through the structure of the program?
Yes, so as far as the basics is concerned, for example, you cannot identify your ideal client without having a USP,
Exactly.
and also and also the opposite. So if you have a good USP, you will find your ideal client. And by only by doing these two simple things, of course, the algorithm of LinkedIn is optimized by using powerful words. So also the CEO will be
SEO is
optimized.
search engine optimization. That's really important. Most people they don't know it. Yeah.
And yes, and with the four, let's say with the 4 points of the basics, you get started, let's say. And also, for example, so also emails and LinkedIn messages and templates are really very important, because most of us probably don't know how to approach people in the right way without being salesy. And
Exactly.
there are so many different characters among us. So people who are shy, people who are more extrovert, and using this simple templates, you can reach your ideal client. And yes,
You
oh,
created both. You created both your email marketing campaign and your LinkedIn prospecting campaign, but you focused on LinkedIn. Is that correct?
yes, I was focused on LinkedIn.
And
But
then
also yes, but also, for example, the work that I did, for example, revamping my website, and for example, redoing my CVs and cover letters. Also, the job that is behind the scenes, of course, was really so powerful and so useful in order to create a new brand, let's say, and
exactly, rebranding.
to
That's
stick.
something with work. Yeah, creating your rebranding, revamping your online presence, your website, creating portfolios, target. That was amazing. You did a great work, but you need to be also proactive, because if you don't implement what we teach in the program, no one is going to do that for you. In the program, we are teaching,
Yes, of
we are
course.
showing, we are there to help, but the implementation part has to happen from the participants. So Ileana was a great success a case study in terms of also implementation. So as you see in the first column here, you see like cover in the program. And I can tell you, I can reassure you that even if you have gone through with another mentor or any other person through this, let's say SEO optimization, ideal client avatar, unique selling proposition, email, and LinkedIn prospecting messages, the way that we do it in the program is totally different. So you will see a new whole perspective of actually how to go through these exercises. And then, Ileana, you know what most people tell me? Okay, now I know who's my client. And when I'm asking them, can you find 1,000, 2,000 of your clients online? They tell me, no, I don't know where to find them. So that's the getting started phase of the program, where we're actually going and finding them. So it's not only about, knowing theoretically who's your ideal client. In the program, we find them. We're able to compile a prospect list with 1,000, 2,000 people there. Uh, that we don't need to go after all of them. It really depends on what's your starting stage and where you would like to go. But reassuring the numbers, it's at least something I can definitely guarantee by joining this program. It's good to have a list of quality leads, of potential clients that they are able to give you work in your language combination specialization. That's something we do in the program. Then, of course, I'm sharing my screen. You can attest that, Ileana, to show you how the LinkedIn search bar works, because most of the people, they don't know how powerful LinkedIn is. They don't know how to use it. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes. So many people think that, for example, LinkedIn is only a page and it is more or less a repetition of your CV, but it has so many powerful aspects, and you have to be aware of how to exploit them in order to get the most out of it.
Exactly.
Otherwise, otherwise it's only a page, and that's it. So it is completely
No, we try to generate
useless.
leads. We try to generate leads. That's my promise to you guys. I'm going to optimize your LinkedIn profile and to use the search bar for you to find. So Valentina says here in the chat, in the Mentoring for Translators group, we need to know ourselves and our business to find our ideal clients. That's why I think defining the unique selling proposition is the ground for successful marketing strategy. Most people, they don't know that, Valentina, and I can attest that they do not know how to do it. So in the program, in week 1 and 2, you will be able to have this crystal clear idea. And
Yeah.
then we are going to find and contact, because that's the missing part of, let's say, the puzzle. Most of you might tell me, that's great. I have the strategy, I have the steps, I have the templates. I cannot contact the clients. I'm afraid. I lack of confidence, but that doesn't happen in the program. Yes, might be 1 or 2 people that might be scared, but having a community of 12, 15 people, 20 people doing the same with you, you'll be motivated to go after. And when you see, as Ileana mentioned, the first results of small things that you change on your LinkedIn profile and having such huge clients contacting you, even Catherine Lelson from Canada, she had mentioned only through inbound leads. Very big clients found her and contacted her. So even if you're an introvert, even if you're afraid to contact them, you might also be ready to found. But we're going to contact them together if you really want to implement an outbound strategy in marketing. And for me, the missing also part is nurturing the relationship with them. Most people, they don't know. They just send a contact request. They do not know how to start a conversation. They do not know how to go through a discovery call. That's something definitely we're going to cover. And of course, you're going to create content. As Ileana mentioned, she has been creating content recently. She has been writing, blogging, and creating an Instagram account. So we can create content for your clients, not other colleagues. And of course, the algorithm and how it works, that's what is going to bring you the inbound leads, the potential clients to you. And Sales Navigator, that Valentina previously mentioned, is the best investment she has ever made for your business. It's an investment again, but again, you need to know how it works just to make the most out of it. And automation, like processes and tools that I use for my own business, I have tested them and I'm ready to explore. Have you used any automation tools, Ileana? Don't mention which ones, but have you?
Yes, yes, I decided to go for an automation tool last year in 2000 and yes 21, because at the beginning
What was holding you back by then? What was holding you back?
no, I was only because at the beginning I did it manually, and so I didn't have the let's say the need to use it. But then last year, as I implemented the method, of course, with an automation tool is even more comfortable and it is quicker. And of course, you can get thousands of leads that are really very useful for you. So it is an ongoing process, and so you can decide step by step which one to choose and which one fits best for you.
Exactly. And you can get results without the tools, but the tools, they really facilitate the process. So even if you decide to go with the free version of LinkedIn or the paid, both work. If you decide to do it manually or with the automation tools, both methods work. Here, all the participants mentioned the same. Valentina, Elena mentioned the same. That you can get results with both ways, like either
Yes,
manually
because
or with
I get
yes.
yes, because I got this wonderful international client by contacting the marketing manager manually in 2020. So I can absolutely guarantee that it functions, even if it is not the paid version. Absolutely.
So let's go through the questions that I have received through Messenger, through email. So I have gathered some of them. If you have more questions, guys, use the chat below, tag me, tag Ileana or Valentina, ask us anything about the program. And of course, you can reach me at info@vmentoring.com for any additional questions, or you can book a free call with me. That's your chance. I will help you to have all of your questions answered. I'm not in the convincing business. I'm not going to convince anyone to join this program. The purpose of having a call with me is actually to see if you're a good fit, if actually this program can help you with your goals. So that's what we're going through in a free call with me. So send us an email at info@vmentoring.com, either to book a call with me or to ask me anything. And definitely you can reach out to Ileana. Ileana, on LinkedIn, you would like to be contacted if anyone would like to ask you anything?
Yes, of course.
Perfect. So
why not?
because Ileana is also participants, is more objective than myself. Myself, I'm the owner, let's say, I have created the program, but participants, they have a different objective, let's say, so you can different also approach, so you can definitely ask them. And Ileana, Valentina, they're very kind and generous to be available to you among other participants as well. But we cannot host everyone here live, so we will do our best. So if you would like, if you are a previous participant, you would like to motivate other people, okay, send me a message and we can arrange a live with you. So let's start shortly. When does the 12-week program start? It starts right after, the Christmas and New Year's Eve holidays. So it's the week 12, I suppose,
Yes.
on January, and you're going to receive an email with instructions. When you join the program, when you buy and purchase, you're going to receive a welcome email. The second email will be sent to all participants with the onboarding form. The onboarding form is a Google form where you will be asked short questions about your existing situation, and then where you would like to go, your goals for 2023. Based on your answers, I'm going to, let's say, create the structure of the program, and then also will ask you for your availability so as to be able to create the schedule of days and times based on your needs. That's why, because most of the people, they're asking me, Ileana, when are the exact dates or the exact times? I try to tailor everything based on the participants' needs, including your, let's say, availability and the days and times. So stay tuned to receive the second email with the onboarding form as soon as you purchase the program. Usually it's Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, at a time where all the continents can join, 4 to 5 p.m. Central European time. But it's something that we definitely adjust based on the participants' time zones. I need to see all the participants' time zones so as to be able to adjust this as well. So I already answered what days and times will run, and how the program will be developed if I choose to implement during 1 year instead of 3 months. So Ileana, I've said in my description that people, they get access to a whole year to the course. So most probably people, they got confused. Definitely you can implement for a whole year or even many years after you graduate, complete the 3-month program. But the actual program is a 3-month duration. So we join on a weekly basis for 12 weeks. You get bi-weekly accountability forms to complete, assignments to do your homework, to progress your business and your growth for 3 months. But everything is recorded. Everything stays, in a private group, and you get access to the whole recordings, material, conversations for 1 year. So you will be able to implement things and getting access to the recordings for a whole year. That's how I do this, because I really want people to get the most out of it. I don't want you to feel frustrated or overwhelmed for getting so much knowledge and information, then I leave you there. No, I give you a whole year, maybe to implement other things or to complete things that you were not able. Because Ileana, you mentioned that you didn't implement all strategies. You chose
because there are so many. There are more than 10 or even more. So it is impossible, I think, to implement them in a short period of time. So for me, or at least as far as me was concerned, I prefer to choose 1 or 2 and to be consistent with them. And then I decided for other types of methods. For example, this year or last year, but yes, it's nearly. I think it's nearly impossible to have them all. You
don't need to. For me, I prefer, to show the strategies that they really work for me, and to give you specific, assignments to implement. But then it's up to you which ones you feel that they really fit your schedule, your personality, your clients' business model. So you can choose the ones that they really work. Okay,
Yeah,
they really,
yeah.
really work. So you can have 1 year after, I don't know, after the program ended, Ileana, did you get access to the recordings? Was it useful for you that you got access to the recordings for a whole year? Was it useful?
Well, yes. So some I always took notes, but
Yeah, that's
for
really good.
example, I think it is really very very useful if you missed if you miss a session and then you have the chance to rewatch it once you are more free. But
Exactly.
if you are committed and you are present at every live, for me it was pretty clear, and with my notes and with the exchanges with the other people in the community, for me it was pretty easy. So I think that I rewatched only a couple of them, couple of or three maximum of them,
Because you would
because
like to refresh, let's say, your knowledge or to go back again and watch something, but that's okay because that's why I'm giving you access for a whole year, so you can go back.
Yes, yes. If you have some doubts or if you skip it for any reason, then you have the chance to rewatch it, and you have one whole year
Exactly.
to have access to them, and so it is really very very useful.
So another question, guys, if you have more questions about the program, use the comments below, or it's us out at info@vmentoring.com, or it's Ileana or Valentina or myself on LinkedIn or on Messenger or wherever we're connected. So it says here, will the 6 group sessions be available only for the first 3 months while the one-to-one sessions throughout the year? So here there is a misunderstanding, Ileana, because I mentioned that there are 12 group coach
Yes.
sessions. 6 are the coaching, and another 6 are the feedback and the mastermind session where you get feedback to your work and we answer all of your questions. So 12 group coaching sessions, 1 hour per week for 12 weeks, and they are for 3 months live, whereas the recordings are available for a whole year. There is a one-to-one session as we had it as if you remember, Ileana, I don't know if you took advantage. I think you took advantage of this.
At the end of the program.
So there is an
Yes.
additional one-to-one session I give to people who join whenever they would like, to boost their activity, or they feel that they have fallen behind or they cannot share something publicly in the group. So if you would like, let's say, to take advantage, I give that as a complimentary additional. So you don't
Mhm.
need to do it throughout the year. This one-to-one session is available during the 3 months. It's an
Yes.
emergency call, let's say, whenever you would like to take. Apart from those, the people that they joined, 3 or 4 people who bought during the masterclass, who got additional one-to-one strategy call with me, and they are going to take advantage of the bonus before the program starts, like in December. But that's a bonus. Valentina says the availability of all sessions to be rewards even after the program ended is a great plus because you have the opportunity to rethink about actions you implemented during the program and adjust them to reach the client. Oh, amazing. You love. So another way how you can use that is shared in the chat in the Mentoring for Translators group by Valentina. You can watch the comments there. Will I get support also after the 3 months of the program? What's your opinion here, Ilana?
Well, yes, because if you need, let's say, extra help, you are always available for an extra one-to-one session. So, in case you need it, of course, there is this possibility. Otherwise, I think the program is so clear and so tailored to your needs that you have only to to implement it after the end. So, or at least it was yes, it has been my experience in this
That is quite
case.
comprehensive. Most people, they don't ask for support, but there are ways that you can get support. Of course, I don't leave you alone. If you send me a message, most people, they tell that, Mariam, Erica, especially starting out translators, they reach out to me and they ask me some questions, and if I can answer them in written, I get back to you. So no free of charge. You don't need to be, because we have worked together, because you have trusted me in any of my programs. So I will be always there for you if you ask me anything. The second way is actually to join any of my other programs. So there is an alumni, which is very affordable, and in comparison to the 3-month program, and you get access to the alumni where Ileana is a member right now. So maybe Ileana, you can share your opinion on this. Of course, it's paid, but it's very affordable and it's self-paced. It's not that, let's say, intensive, and you can get the support that you want for a whole year. So I don't leave you there standing after the
Mhm.
months. If you really want more support, let's say, or you would like someone in hand to ask questions, you get access to a group that is open to you for 7 days, 24 hours a day, where you can ask questions, and we go live on a monthly basis to answer all of your strategical, let's say, questions, again, in a community international of graduates. So the only, let's say, requirement to join the alumni is you to have participated in other 3-month programs of mine or one-to-one programs of mine. So Ileana, would you like to share about this a bit?
Yes. So last year I enrolled into the alumni group. So I decided to be coached once a month for a whole year, and it absolutely pays off because, of course, because of the community, because you have one session per month, and you have your tasks to be fulfilled, and at the end of the month you meet with the other participants, and you can exchange ideas, opinions, if you have doubts, for example, and that's it. So it's really very useful, and for me it keeps me focused on my goals and on my dreams, and so that's why I decided to renew it also for 2023.
Wow, amazing. We're going to have you. Such a precious. For me, it's really the support that you provide to each other. We have the body sim. There are other, the challenges. So there are other ways to keep you motivated along the way so as not to fall behind with your
Yes,
strategy.
this year it was pretty nice to have a buddy as far as the interpreter side is concerned.
Because you also might be able to help other people, and that builds your confidence and also your leadership skills. So for me, it's really important also to have other sims inside the alumni. So thank you so much. So other ways to get support after the 3 programs, of course, you can reach me out. You have access to me, to my email anytime, okay, free of charge. You can join the paid alumni group where you can get support on a monthly basis for a whole year, or you can actually join any of the advanced program of mine if you see that you would like people that they already got 10K months in my group program, they prefer to join one-to-one advanced programs, the VIP programs of mine, that they will be able to reinvest the money that they made during the 3 months to actually hire a team, buy tools, create a second business. So many people that they have graduated from the 3-month program, they were able to join my 3-month or 6-month VIP programs to actually boost their career even more, given that they have seen already progress to their business. So who is going to teach? Great question. Myself, guys. That's me. I got a great question earlier today. Are you going to be my mentor or someone else? So up to now, guys, if I'm healthy enough, that's the person who is doing it. I don't know why people they get confused. Maybe because there are the community managers or student mentors. Yes, they might be able to give you additional support. So also Ileana might be able to give you some feedback to your portfolio or CV from Catherine. So people they might be able to help you. But the main person who does that up to now is myself. If something changes in the future, of course we will be able to notify you. But that's it's really honorable for me to people to ask me, are you going to be the mentor? Yes. Thank you so much, guys. That's really get me. Yeah, that's really cute, isn't it? When does the early bird price expire? This Thursday we're closing the registration. There was an early bird price only for those that they joined the program for 24 hours after they joined the masterclass. 6 people took advantage of this. So we have already 6 plus 4, 10 slots taken. So hurry up, guys. If you really think that this program will help you to grow your business or change your mind or working into a group from January to make 2023 the best year, send me a message if you have questions or click on the link vmentoring.com FBTF, the abbreviation of Fully Booked Translator Formula, to join us, okay? Because it expires on Thursday, this Thursday, December 1st. And we start January right after the Christmas and New Year's Eve. So that's exactly the price. That's gone. It was 1,800 this year, the early bird price, and now it's 2,100 because every year we add more features. The program becomes better and better, more comprehensive with more materials. So hurry up, guys, if you really want to take that in that price. So what does a session look like? Liana, maybe you should give us your opinion on this.
Yes, so it's a Zoom call with open cameras and microphones, and everybody of the participants has its own space, so you can chat with each other, and you can yes, express your own ideas, and Virginia will help you in case of doubts, in case of needs, and yes, it is a very useful session. And yes, and that's it. So you have let's say that there are two different types of session. The let's say the theoretical part, in which you have to, let's say, you have to listen to, and then the Q&A session, it is more, let's say, more active, because people report how did they act, and how did they implement the methods. And
Amazing.
yes.
Thank you. That was a great description. I need to go to the next call, but let's shortly answer this. What's the difference between a
Yeah.
marketing course that gives a lot of ideas but is not tailored and it's not specific? Most people, they say, here I did a course about marketing for freelance translator. It was really helpful, but the trainer was only giving us lots of tips. I hadn't
Mhm.
considered any of them, so it was good, but not very specific. So would you like to answer this, Ileana?
Yes, so the program is a mentoring program, so with a coach and some coaches. So it's completely different from a course. I always I always take a course as a CPD, as part of my CPD, but a course is completely different, because here you have accountability. So if you go the wrong way, Virginia will give you all the support, and
You
yes,
bring it
and
around.
you can be redirected on the right path. So that is the
Maybe,
difference.
yeah,
So,
I'm
and it is
repeating
not
myself. Yeah, sorry, please continue.
and it is not only, let's say, it is not only the marketing side of it. So I think it is a bit it's not only marketing, so it is a comprehensive program in which you can get more confidence, you can overcome your limiting beliefs. So it is nothing to do with marketing. So marketing is a part of it, but not only that, I would say.
Yes, for me, the main difference, if you would like my answer to this question, is the implementation part. You are not going to be told things that you will need to find out how they work for your business on your own. That's why we have a 3-month program. That's why we meet on a weekly basis. And that's why I insist on joining me live during the sessions, because you will be able to implement everything we teach, which means that you will see if it works for you or not. And it's my responsibility to adjust it so as to see how we can make things around so as to make it work for you. So thank you, Liana. And where do the sessions take place? On Zoom, a private link on Zoom with open cameras and microphones, so we can be able to interact like we were live. I wish that we had an opportunity to meet live for the coaching calls, but people are from Miami, California, Halifax, Argentina, Thailand. One joined from Thailand this year. So you realize that it's impossible to meet live. So everything can take place on Zoom. If you cannot attend one session, Ileana just mentioned that everything is recorded, so you can get access right after the call to the recordings. No, the next program will be the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system. It will take place in the summer, so you lose so much time. If you think that this program will help you, don't lose time. Don't lose time and to see the progress that you wish for another 6 months. I think, describe the difference between a course and this program is the implementation part and the fact that you receive feedback personalized to your own business model and your own work. Is that correct, Ileana? Did you get the feedback?
Yes. Yes, of course, because everybody of us has different language combinations, different countries, different situations. There are seasoned translator like me, or starting out translators. So, but everybody is considered, and yes, everybody receives the answers according to his needs. And yes, of course, the program is tailored to your needs. And of course, it is not a course.
Exactly. And what is about starting out translators? Most people, they think it's about starting out translators, or starting out translators, they think it's not about them. I can tell you both stages. We had people over 60 years old in the program, and we had 22 years old people just graduated from their university to actually join the program. So I can tell you it works for both. What's your opinion on this, Ileana?
Yes, I can confirm it because, for example, Mario is a great example. He was
Mira,
starting out translator, and he had 0 clients, and then he got employed as a project manager, and he created his own website. So it's perfect for people who are starting out to translate. So I wish I had it when I started out.
Exactly.
So it's really so powerful. So don't lose time and go for it.
And the 2 last questions. I know my ideal client in theory, but not in practice. Can the Fully Booked Translator help me? The formula, the program. If you know in theory who is your client, but in practice, I think we answered that earlier. That we will find a list of clients. So it's as practical as it gets. Is something you would like to add?
Yes, so it is not enough only knowing things, because of course the knowledge is there, but the most important thing is to get things done and get things done in the right way. So that's why the program is perfect if you would like to get the things done in the right way.
Exactly. And if I give you 1 year, it will take you 1 year. If I give you 3 months, in 3 months, you will have everything done. Revamp your website, create your LinkedIn profile, create portfolios, messages, strategy, implement it. So it really depends on how much time we have. It will take us as long. But imagine having everything ready in 3 months. And last question before we close. Ileana, what's your opinion? Does the Fully Booked Translator Formula go you through the whole sales process, like lead generation and follow up as well?
Yes, of course, because yes, once you have created your targeted messages, of course you learn how to nurture the relationship, and then to be trusted by your clients. And of course, yes, the program is comprehensive of all these aspects.
I hope that we didn't lose you. So it's comprehensive, it's results oriented, which means
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you, yes. We expect to see results, okay, from you during the 3 months. There were people that they were able to reach 5-figure months, 10K months during the program, in less than 3 months. So I wish you the same success. If you have more questions, you see here the ways that you can contact us. I need to leave to go for the VIP one-to-one call for a 6-month program with Nicola right now, and we have our monthly alumni call in our annual alumni program later tonight. So Ileana,
yes,
we will meet again. Anything before we close? Something you would like to say to people?
Well, yes, it's really very important to have a clear idea of your business for next year. So don't wait, don't lose time, and I can assure you that it pays off. And
if
yes.
You have questions, Ileana Cari, Valentina Giannorio, they are both on LinkedIn. You can reach them out, and you can find more of my success stories, vmentoring.com/success stories. And you can find more information on vmentoring.com/FBTF, the abbreviation of Fully Booked Translator Formula, if you would like to find more info, if this program is for you. And definitely we can help you to discover if this program is for you. If you book a call with me, we're not going to push you to make a decision that is not for you. I don't want people that they are not going to see results in my programs. I'm always telling people, only if you think that this program is the right for you, only if you think that the structure and the content of itself will help you to grow your business and your career, then join us. We are not again in the convincing industry. So feedback from Virginia is great. Game changers. She will follow you every step of the way. She will give you all advice you need according to your business and your target market. That's Valentina. Valentina, amazing. Thank you for being so active in the chat. Ileana, again, I'm always, thank you for your commitment and always being such supportive here, and the communities should really appreciate your support. Let's close the live right now. And guys, if you have more questions, use the chat below, send us an email, info@vmentoring.com, or book a call with me, or reach us directly on LinkedIn. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great rest of the week. I will be in Manchester for Elia Project Management Focus this week from tomorrow until Saturday. I would love to meet you there if anyone is in Manchester. And of course, I will be broadcasting from Manchester as well. Most probably, Ileana will be joining us the upcoming days as well, if that's possible. Thank you, Ileana. You stay here.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.